Happy Saturday, folks. How goes it? Hope you all are doing well. Hope you all are having a great weekend so far. I have been doing pretty good. I'm kind of swamped actually, so I've been doing a lot of work, not like work, but still some stuff that I've had to get out of the way, some projects I've been working on. And actually today's stream will definitely not be one of my 4 or 5 hour streams like the last 2 weeks. Last 2 weeks on Saturday, I just started streaming and got to really good points in this game and just kept playing. That's not gonna be the case today. Today I'm probably gonna cut it off after about 2-ish hours, what used to be my usual time. As good as this game is getting, and we're actually not too far away from the end game in Skies of Arcadia, I think. But nonetheless, definitely not going to be playing an extended amount of time today as much as I want to. We might be able to do 2 dungeons, actually. We'll have to see what happens. And the second of those 2 dungeons is going to be interesting, and there's going to be some very, very specific cutscenes happening in between them that are going to be pretty stress-inducing, actually. Look forward to it. Please look forward to that. But in the meantime, we'll get right into it. What we're going to start with today is 4 optional boss battles that I was thinking of doing. You know what? Before I forget, let me not get into battles. Let me fly above the sky here, above the clouds. But there are 4 optional boss battles that they're optional, obviously with the name of it, so you don't need to do them. But doing all 4. Specifically with a certain member in your crew, Khalifa, who is already in my active crew right now. She causes special items to drop from 2 of them, and you need 2 of those 2 special items to get a swashbuckling rating that is like a really hard to get rating. So we're set up to do that, and might as well knock that out of the way now so I don't have to forget it later. The first one is around here-ish. I'm not sure exactly where it is. I know it's near this giant squid discovery. Floating west of it, okay. Let's save while we're here. Play it safe. I don't think these first 2 fights are going to be particularly difficult, but the third one might give us trouble. Although not for reasons of difficulty, so... At any rate... It's the first time in a long time that I've done ship-to-ship fights, actually. Probably since fighting Gregorio outside Esperanza. So for those of you who've been watching stream who haven't seen a ship fight in a while or ever, look forward to that. This squid's huge. It's bigger than our ship. I've heard stories about a giant squid, but I never actually believed any of them. All right, everyone, battle stations. Let's see. First, we just sort of do cannons where I can. Let's do the 5 inches. Wait, maybe we should do the what? No, let's do ancient cannons. Everybody else will just be focusing for a while. Doing a little bit of damage here and there, mainly building up the Moonstone Cannon. The usual. Yeah, this particular fight, it's not a difficult one. It's the next one is going to be the first one that might be a little bit iffy. And the third one is going to be annoying because that enemy has potential running, but we'll deal with it when we get there. And that will probably involve a lot of save scumming. Thankfully, these guys don't do a whole lot of damage to our ship, at least not for these first couple of fights, so. I need to have one of them cast Incrum before I get the Moonstone Cannon shot off. I'll do that on the next round. Two squiddings in 1 round? Well, I know it doesn't do that much damage, but still, that's rude. Okay, we'll have him attack again. Ayuka can actually cast Incrum on that round, and we'll keep focusing. I want to be prepared to heal if necessary, but right now doesn't seem necessary. Okay. I forgot that happens when it takes enough damage. Just loses tentacles. We're actually gonna have 3 entire rounds of Vice attacking and focusing. Might have them heal in the 3rd round just for safety's sake. Oh, right, I forgot. Increment only affects the round it's cast in, so I actually need to... I'm gonna have to recast that on the round that I actually do the Moonstone Cannon shot in. It's very easy to forget that Increment is temporary in ship battles, unlike on ground battles. Or in-person battles, I guess I should say, because your ground battles happen in the sky a lot. Just that thing know when to give up. It's already lost 1 leg and it's still attacking us. That 1 tentacle alone could probably feed us for a month. What a waste. That's what's on your mind? All right, let's do the same thing. But yeah, we will use up do I even want to waste a deluxe hit? Yeah, might as well. I'm pretty sure the Moonstone Cannon, when it gets off, or that was a bad turn of phrase. When I get the chance to fire it, it'll take it out in 1 hit, pretty sure. And this boss is already at half health from like 3 cannon shots. I don't think it'll last long beyond the Moonstone Cannon. I want to complain about how slow a fight this is, but that's the case with every ship-to-ship battle. And I feel like y'all are tired of me complaining about this at this point, so... Alright, the Deluxe Kit was a smart move, because we definitely had taken way more than 4,000 health on the repair kit, so... Alright. Vice, we're all awaiting your orders. What should we do? Oh, yeah. First of all, hello. Hope you're doing well. Hope your hand is feeling better. And second of all, I love this game so much. Maintain present course is what will give us the ability to... get the Moonstone Cannon shot off. Alright, that'll do it. Let's do that. Let's increment before that. And they'll focus, but it shouldn't be necessary here. Hopefully this is a quick victory. And by quick, I mean 5 minutes of just sitting around getting hit by squid ink. But nonetheless... Oh, it's not dead. So close. It lost every tentacle but 1. If I had been thinking in advance, if I had been smart, I would have just fired like multiple extra cannon shots for the 3rd and 4th turns, because I had plenty of spirit points, but I always have I always get in that habit. I do like the Moonstone Cannon, and then I double focus just to build up more Moonstone Cannon, even if the fight would have ended. Okay. Alright, that should help, at least. Good to hear that. And at least, like, macros are way less hand intensive than us raiding, so... Alright. Let's do another turn, because I didn't think ahead. but it's fine. Oh, I have another shot. Let me go for the overkill. This is so unnecessary. Let's not. Let's actually do this. And in case that doesn't work, that alone should do it. Okay. If it lasted long enough for a second Moonstone Cannon shot, I was going to be very annoyed. All right, there we go. I don't think this was one of the fights that gets us a... Yeah, no. Alloy deck is good, but it's not an item we needed for the swashbuckling rating. What is that, though? Is that better than the heavy armor deck? It is. Okay. Direct upgrade. Awesome. All right, so that is 1 of 4. Quick caveat with the with the fact that I had to go through like 5 turns to get to the quick kill. But it was still a pretty easy fight in the end. Let me heal up. Items. Just pop a single deluxe kit. All right, let's save. And let me see if I remember where I'm supposed to go for this next one. This one is... Oh. The one that we dodged every single time we had to go to the Lands of Ice. Okay. We're nearby, too. We could just head directly west, really. All right, while I'm flying, let me look this one up. Okay, high rate of evasion, so I need to focus on torpedoes. But this is also just going to be another... Charge my 0 points and then fire the Moonstone Cannon when I can sort of battle. Oh, but the Moonstone Cannon can happen in the second one, so we might not be waiting as long to take it out. That's convenient. Keep going. There we go. Hey, Relong, how's it going? All right, so we drop down here and look for the squid. Or whatever. It wasn't a squid, but it was actually like a wind catcher? Is what this thing looks like, honestly. Kind of a funky enemy. And now that we're close, I'm going to save again, so I don't have to fly as far if things go badly. And let me include a in-game save state with that. All right, let's do this. Alright, so when the party is not Moonstone Cannoning, I guess that's more spider than a Windcatcher. What is this thing? Is it an insect or something? Wow, there are things like this flying around? Now this is why I love sailing. You never know what you run into. Vice, your reaction, please. Okay, so yeah, when I'm not doing torpedoes, I'm gonna have most of the team focusing, I think. To hopefully get off the Moonstone Cannon shot on the first round of the first turn of the next round is the goal. Okay, that didn't do much damage at all. Good, so I can have 3 people focus instead of having 2 people focus and 1 person healing. That is... My apologies for any people with arachnophobia or anything close to that. This is... This is a very weird looking enemy here. Who doesn't do a lot of moving. Yeah, interesting enemy design if you don't have a phobia towards it. How much damage should that do? Okay, we're still fine. We'll pop like 1 deluxe kit a couple of rounds into the fight. I also very specifically switched to a crew member who increases the % chance of hit on torpedoes because I knew this fight was coming. Oh yeah, that's fair. We're kind of far away and we are in a giant ship with a lot of cannons, so it's too thin. We can't hit it from the side. And we're supposed to get behind it. This doesn't always work, but... Okay, in this case it did work. Are you sure that thing has a front and a back? They both look the same to me. Oh my goodness, it's like Omega. Just leave me alone. I know what I'm doing. If I say it's the back, okay? Just fire at it. All right, good. Moonstone Cannon immediately. We'll also get a torpedo off. And we have 3 attacks. But its evasion is high enough that anything but the torpedoes won't be worth it, so we'll just focus for 2 turns. Oh, yeah. Alright, how much damage does this do? Very good. We'll probably need another Moonstone Cannon shot, though. Torpedoes alone won't be enough to... Unless this goes on for like 5 turns. Torpedoes alone won't be enough to end the fight. It kind of does, actually. Like the blue and the yellow. Shaggy. Like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, or like Shaggy the singer? I have questions. Also, nothing about that attack looked Shaggy-like. I don't know. Even if it were one of the 2 of them. I feel like that might be a translation error. Maybe I should try the cannons? I feel like it was the lightning attack. Like the lightning attack from this boss was named Shaggy. I'm not sure what that implied. All right, starting to run away. See, I told you this was the back. All right, let's go after it. Sure, whatever, Vice. Well, beginning pursuit. Okay, we still don't have a Moonstone Cannon anytime soon, though. So, from that point of view, let's see. We'll do the torpedo, but I think we'll start just blasting with regular cannons, even though they might not do that well. And we'll spend the entire next turn building up to a Moonstone Cannon shot if it's necessary. But high evasion might not mean that all this stuff will miss, so we'll see how it does. I would end it on this turn because if we choose the right option on the next turn, we'll get like an entire turn worth of easy hits. But what if we don't choose the right option? So might as well take the chance to get some hits off here, I think. See how it goes. All right. Actually, if even one item alongside the torpedo hits next round, that might do it. Two hits. Nice. All right. There goes the spider web. Excellent. The goddess figure was one of the 2 items that we can get from these boss fights that you need for the best in-game title. And if you don't have the right person in your party when you fight these things, you don't get those items, you just don't get the title. So we're doing pretty good though. Let's heal the ship back up, because that wasn't a difficult fight, but I did take a lot of damage. All right, let's save again. And where am I going next? Oh, the giant looper. Okay, I did equip a black map on Vice, which is designed to keep enemies from running. I don't know if that works on these enemies though. So I might have to save scum this next fight a good bit, but we'll see what happens. I think the goal on that one is to actually focus all the time and not do damage to it until you can Moonstone Cannon, because if you do too much damage in advance, it will actually just run. Where's this area again? I think it's in this spot. Let me actually search this guide again, because I can't remember where the Looper's Nest discovery was. Northeastern tip of the island between the Silverstone Reef and the... between the Silverstone Reef and the Dark Rift? Is it talking about up here? No, it's talking about here. Okay. Oh, this is the Silverstone Reef. It said silver, so I was thinking Silver Moon, which is this area. But the Silverstone Reef is this. And it's talking about this portion of the Dark Rift that is attached to. Okay, so we're going there. Which means we can basically fly south-southwest. Let me go back to the guide on this. Yeah, so we'll just try our best. Japanese attack name. Oh, wow. In like just... Was it actually in English in Japanese? Did they actually like use the English word? Or is that the Japanese name? Also, thank you for looking that up. I had a feeling when I said something that you might actually go digging. Oh, wow. Huh. I have no idea what they intended with that meaning, though. That's kind of funky. I love this game tremendously, and so there's a lot about the lore that I know, but that doesn't track at all. I have like no idea what they meant by that. Okay. Yeah, that is still actually very confusing. Building up enough spirit points for mass attack. Okay, all right. Yeah, 4-year-old gameplay video. Jeez. Thank you for doing the work, though. You know what? Let me actually drop down. Actually, am I in the right area yet? Yes, I am. But it might be a little further. Let me get as close as possible before I drop below the clouds, because I have the black map on, so I'm gonna get into battles that I won't be able to avoid. I don't know what tip the island is talking about. I don't see anything right now. Oh, it's north of the Discovery. Okay. The Discovery was specifically 3-4. Oh, so we went too far. The Discovery was there. Yep. All right, and so we go directly north and get into a regular fight first, I guess. Oh, but of course we're in Looper territory, so we're actually gonna get all this stuff. They're not gonna run because I have the black map equipped on Vice, but I actually have to like think about this. So Delta Shield for sure, and a Lunar Winds, and we don't need his. We'll have him attack. Oh man, look at that! I equipped the black map for the boss, not for these guys, but it is so nice to get into a fight with these guys and not have them be able to run. They're stuck. This is great. You know, unfortunately, you have to build up spirit points to actually attack them because they're going to dodge a lot. Oh, Lunar Winds did nothing. Okay. But at least we have the time to take them out. Also, they still spend a lot of the battle trying to run, so they waste their turns a lot, which is great. We'll start color sphearing them one by one while still delta shielding. Because when they're not running, they're often going to be casting magic spells that get really annoying, and so I want to delta shield every turn to make sure that they don't get hit. Maybe the archery might fit. I don't know. It looks more like a spider web than like a bow target, but I'm just trying to think of how that would actually work, how it makes sense. Also, these guys being called Elbow is... that is very Sega. We could probably do a Ring of Swords at this point and get a Delta Shield in, yeah. Who did I have her attack? That one, okay. And he can attack the next one on the list. This actually is kind of taking a while because they can't run. That should do it though. Yeah, as long as I can build up to a Rain of Swords, that's usually enough. That still makes no sense though, because there was nothing hair-like about the boss other than the attack wasn't like hair-like, unless it was thinking like tendrils that it was hitting you with. But it was literally tendrils of lightning, so that's not what I would think of with hair. Very confusing. Also, I don't see the boss I'm looking for here. How far north is this thing? Let's try her Lunar Winds again, actually. See how well that works here. Delta Shield, Lunar Winds, and double focus. Let's get the rest of the spirit points from the team up to get some Cutlass Furies off faster. Oh, Lunar Winds actually works on most of these. Great. Some of them are weak to silver spells and some aren't, so that was pretty great for that team. Shagging and volleyball or baseball? I guess that could work. That's still kind of funky. Oh, the thing is right here. Jeez. All right. Man, that was hilarious. Just turn my camera and it's just right there. Wow, no dialogue. They're not reacting to this giant ass looper at all. Anyway, we are spending 4 turns focusing. Yeah, so like the small guys, the big guy is going to run if we give it the opportunity, and that's going to happen. Unlike the small guys, he won't run. They. Let's start with that. The giant looper will not run until you try and attack it a lot. So best option in this fight is to only attack on Moonstone Cannon rounds and to try and time a torpedo attack at the same time. Because since the Moonstone Cannon is its own separate animation, that tends to trigger it to run less. So your best chance of taking it out without having a run is to only attack doing like Moonstone Cannon rounds, which means a lot of focusing and healing and doing nothing. So unfortunately, no cannon shots in this one. This is just going to be a long, boring battle. It is interesting the way it is bouncing between like a dozen rings, though. At least it's a guaranteed Moonstone Cannon, though. That's useful. I guess I will have the torpedo shot go off the round before. Is that what they say? On the previous round, it connect during the Moonstone Cannon turn the following round. Yeah, okay, so we'll do that. There is an ad coming up. I'm gonna keep fighting since this is gonna be a boring fight. And you might not be hearing me now anyway, but when the fight ends, I'll go to my break screen. But you're not gonna be missing anything if you're caught in the ad, so.
Madame just subscribed with a prime sub.
Hopefully you... I don't know if the ad just vanishes when you did that, but I'm sure you did that just so you didn't have to deal with the ad. Thank you. I appreciate you. Okay, we're almost at max focus, which is, or max spirit. That's pretty good. All right, Moonstone Cannon turn. We'll fire that off. We'll get an Ancrum Cast right before for extra damage, and then we will double focus. And I'm also going to, I forgot to save my state before I did that. I want to save it on another slot, but we'll just see what happens. I should probably also heal. I'm almost at like half health here. I'm not taking enough damage fast enough to have to do that right this second, though. Wow. The one hit. Dang, okay. I told everybody that they wouldn't miss anything on the ad break, but they just missed me getting the kill. I have to apologize for that. All right. 40 seconds left on the ad break. I am going to go to break screen real quick and just step and stretch, so I'll be right back momentarily. All right, welcome back. My apologies. We just beat the boss while everybody was on break. I didn't realize that a single Moonstone Cannon shot plus Torpedo shot was going to be enough to kill it instantly. So you missed the honestly hilarious animation of it dying. I upload all my streams to VODs on a YouTube channel. I should link that. I like never link my socials or anything like that. Do I remember what command that was? Do I still have that handy? I don't even think I do. I'll find it later and add it as a command for like next time. Anyway, I'll have a clip of that up in the future, I guess, if people want to see that. And it's a shame that that happened off screen. I wasn't expecting that to die that quick. But that's 3 bosses beaten anyway. With that done, for now, I'm going to take the black map off of Vice, as useful as it is. It's literally like 0 stats. That's not good for when we need to take him into ground combat soon. Put the Ancient Bracer back on him. All right. Now for the 4th boss that we need to fight. Let me go above the clouds. And we need to set a course. I need to heal first. Jeez. Party 2, actually. Okay, they're good. And like 3 of these? Yeah. All right. Let's save it so I don't lose any progress here. And where am I going? Around the Rock's Nest discovery. Thanks for not telling me exactly where that is, guide. On the island northeast. No, wait. Situated on the southwestmost island, North Ocean. Down here, apparently? Okay. I'm not sure how accurate that is. The map coordinates on this guide are kind of iffy on the best of days. Because I don't know if this counts as North Ocean here. We're under the Green Moon right now. Yeah, this is technically North Ocean. But it could also mean way down here. No, that's mid, I guess. That looks like a ship. That's not what we're looking for. You can drop below the clouds and just look around. Yeah, that's just a ship. That's Gordo's Bistro. Can barely see it, but let me try looking. Looking through several guides here to just try and find the location of the stupid thing. Also, there's a... There's a fifth boss. I don't think we can fight it. Yes, we cannot fight that right now. That's fought later in the story. I forgot, there's 5 secret bosses to fight to get the final title that I'm going for, and you can only fight 4 of them right now. Still, what I'm looking up is not helping with this location. It's around the discovery of the nest, but I don't know where the nest is. It doesn't seem to be over here. What do you mean I hadn't found this? I woke up in the middle of the night and saw something glowing out near some unpopulated islands. I thought I was just seeing things at first, but then the light started moving around in these weird patterns. That's not the dancing lights. Did I just miss a discovery? An early one? Oh my god, I did. How did I miss that? Geez, okay. Well, that's almost every discovery. We are missing technically 2. One is post-game. The other, you have to finish the entire storyline with Doc and Maria and Piastel. Wow, how did I miss that? Anyway, we must be close to Rock's Nest. Is it on this island? That could be it. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, let's save. All right, this seems like it'll be a pretty straightforward fight. And save state. Let's just go straight for it. No wonder I didn't see it. It's so high up. What is that thing? I've never seen a bird this big before. Didn't we fight one in the Ixtaka Temple? Well, this is as big of our ship, admittedly. I don't know, but it looks like he's hungry. Ronk. All right, this is pretty much a straight slug shot. I will torpedo it up, and we'll focus for the rest of the turns. do need to heal a little bit more regularly probably in this fight, and also still build up spirit points for Moonstone Cannon, so I'll probably do one round of 1 cannon plus 1 torpedo, and then another round of just focusing and healing until the point where I can fire my cannon. All right, that was still not bad damage wise. Man, great damage. Okay. Alright, if it's only going to do that multiple times, then that's not going to hurt us that much, honestly. But we'll see what other tricks it has up its sleeves. That scream is too powerful. It's going to tear the ship apart. It's still coming after us. He must be really, really hungry. Alright, possible Moonstone Cannon the next round. So yeah, we'll use this entire round to focus with a deluxe kit at the end. Uh-oh. Ooh. Okay, still not a lot of damage. The one deluxe kit at the end should be relatively fine. Well, it depends on what else it does during this round. None blast voice. Okay, not bad. Another one? Jeez. Okay. This boss is actually a lot more aggressive than the other three. Still not that bad so far, though. Vice, awaiting orders. What should we do? Take that thing straight on. Let's aim for its head. Well, I suppose we just have to take a risk sometimes. Just watch out for its attacks, okay, Vice? All right, that will... Yeah, it's going to attack more, but we get a Moonstone Cannon shot off first round, so... And on the rest of the rounds, I'm going to... In exchange for taking a lot of damage, I'm gonna lay on the hits. Let's do the 5-inch cannon, and we're not gonna be able to Moonstone in the next round, but we'll want to use that round to heal up anyway and focus more. Yeah, you're probably right. 5-inch makes a little sense on a gigantic airship this big. Oh, that was a lot of damage. I feel like the rest of the cannons in this round might actually take it out. I'm just thinking like 1-inch punch, which makes no sense in terms of distance for the weapons that I have equipped on this ship. This again. Alright, we'll definitely need to heal a lot next turn if we actually go into next round, if these attacks alone don't do it. And they might not if the bird is flying far enough away that nothing but the torpedoes hit. Nice. It got close. That was just one mistake. All right, that is all 4 of the open world big optional bosses done. Like I was saying earlier, there's a 5th one that we got to fight, but we cannot fight that for quite some time. And by quite some time, I mean like 3 dungeons from now. It'll be, if you count the deep sea as the 3rd dungeon, it'll be 3 dungeons from now. Before I do that, let's re-heal, because now it's time to go after the 5th moon crystal, and that is actually going to be in a ship fight. So definitely do not want the Delphinius to go into that with low health. It's also going to be a ship dungeon like the Dark Rift, so but we'll probably be fighting a lot of these enemies on the ship, so it might not be as big of an issue. Nonetheless, the boss is definitely going to be a ship fight. Because spoiler alert, just like the last 4 moon crystals we went after, we're going to have to fight the Gigas. All right, we want to fly. Oh, we can just go northwest from here. See exactly how far I need to go. Further, actually, we want to go all the way past Yafutoma. Right, so we're heading to the next dungeon, which, as a reminder for those who weren't here last week or weren't and forgotten because it's been a week, we got the Blue Moon Crystal from Yafutoma, and the next route, the next stop, is to go back to Valua, which we tried to get the Yellow Moon Crystal from them ages ago, before everything went to shit. But now we finally have a ship capable of pulling it off, getting into the Maw of Tartarus from below instead of on top, which Valua was never able to get into it from on top themselves. But now we have the ability to go above and below the clouds, and we're going to take advantage of that and go below the clouds into a cave system that is below the Valuan continent to get into the gigantic cave that the Yellow Gigas and the Yellow Moon Crystal are secreted away in. So that is where the story is taking us next, and we're finally coming back around to it now that we're done with all the optional stuff. So I'm looking for, there was a discovery I got in this area. There it is. No, what it, oh, I remember that one. But this is the discovery I'm looking for. Another version of the Will-O-Wisp we just found, but anyway, this is the, basically the hint of where to go. And before I actually enter here, let me save anything outside. And in we go. And let me switch to the guide that I had open for this space specifically. Oh my god. Yellow crystalline pillars. Okay, there's a save point there, but I'm not going to take it. Okay, we're gonna fly into probably this large room coming up, and then we need to take a right and do some exploration. Oh, we get to hear this dungeon theme again. I haven't heard this in ages. That's like the first dungeon thing you hear, and then you hear it again in Mount Kazai and Yafutoma, and then here. It's, you hear this dungeon theme rarely, and it's always nice to hear it. Oh yes, that's right, I switched to a crew member that gives me more chance of ambush. That's great. But I can't Rain of Swords. Why can't there Rain of Swords? Oh, because you only get 11 per turn with everybody currently in the party. Okay, that makes sense. I will have her Lambda Burst instead, though. And the other three can attack each of these three. We're in a region where enemies should not be strong against red spells, so hopefully this Lambda Burst will do some damage. Nice. Not as much as I was hoping, but enough for Vice to finish it off easily. Forgot how huge this dungeon is. This place is massive, actually. The guide says bear right. Through a few areas, stay with a dead end with a Dexa seed. This is going to be a lot of just flying around like the Dark Rift, but less oppressive of an atmosphere than the Dark Rift by far. Another ambush, nice. Let's do that. Let's do it in a Lambda Burst. Actually, I should do that in the other order. You should attack the big guy. Use the Lambda Burst, and they attack the small guys. See how that goes. Oh, it did like no damage to the big one. Dang, okay. We'll have to Delta Shield and Cutlass Furies, I think, for the big one. But at least everything else is done for. Alright, Cutlass Fury, Delta Shield just in case, and then just regular attacks. Oh, I should have had them focus. That was stupid. Well, they'll still do damage. Maybe that plus the Cutlass Fury alone will be enough. Nice. I wonder how far I have to go before I find the seed I'm looking for. That doesn't look like an ambush. So let's play it safe then. Stealth or shield and have everybody attack different people. Also, my party is over leveled, so I might honestly actually equip the white map so that enemies don't attack me. I don't know, maybe we better just keep getting into fights and getting the XP. Oh, well, if they're gonna run, then but they're not like loopers, at least, so I can if they don't run, I can at least hit them. That's a lot of runs that are missing for me not having the black map equipped. That's interesting. Oh, the one that ran was the one that was low on health. Oh well. Rain of Swords. Double shield just in case. Alright, good stuff. Yeah, you know what? For the length of this, I'm just gonna sacrifice XP from the little guys. I feel like I'm good enough XP wise that I don't need the XP from this dungeon. I haven't been grinding per se, but I'm over leveled enough at the moment, but I think it's fine. I think it's these crystals that are, or not. No, that is what I'm looking for. Oh, I didn't get close enough. Okay. We're gonna go all the way back, but we're gonna keep leaning right when we return to the previous room. Okay, this is actually pretty straightforward. It's just a lot of flying and looking at nothing. So the white map works to prevent battles for a lot of time, but it is not 100% guaranteed. So here we go. Let's Cutlass Fury. Let's Delta Shield. Let's just do that. And the regular attack should be enough, I think. Maybe not. I don't know if Fina will make enough for that. Oh, she did. Nice. Cubal's actually pretty good for not being in his final form. Another Ancient Bracer. Maybe it might be worth equipping that on somebody else. I don't want to screw up some of their stuff. That's almost certainly not gonna. I don't even think she can equip that. Oh, Vice is the only one who can put it on, and it won't do bad stuff to his stats. Okay, so it was kind of worthless because now I just have two of them. All right, so now we're gonna go out this way, which is literally the only other way we could go out this cave system. And we'll follow this to another relatively large room. I'm not sure exactly how far away. It might take a bit. But then in this room, we need to take a left. Okay, we know from past experience that Land of Burst won't really do anything for these guys, so we'll just take them out one by one. Y'all can attack these two. And we'll just Cutlass Fury the big guys over and over. Oh, nice. Oh. Well, that won't really hurt in this fight specifically. Dang. All right, good progress. Oh, I forgot it does this, and that's not a spell, so I can't block that. That's unfortunate. Oh, the whole team. Jeez. All right. Well, in that case, nobody else can do anything. Oh, that did like no damage. I guess they're fire resistant. Oh well. I'll have you attack. I'll have you. I don't need. I think cleansing is what I want here. Yeah. Okay, they'll at least get them awake to start doing some stuff again. Figures. Hey, it's just bad RNG here. Alright, well that's something. Vice can take out one of them right now. Let's do that one for the guaranteed one. And we'll have to wake them up manually since she's asleep. Let's do Fina. Oh, he woke him up for us. Okay. And that will take the one out. And do I have enough for? I sure do. Let's just Pirate's Wrath. Fingers crossed. We'll see what. Okay, good. It went off beforehand. Like, would have been really annoying if that guy put Vice to sleep before that went off, but we were fine. It's good. I do need to heal everybody after that, though. They took a good amount of damage in that fight. Let's just use a Sacrum Crystal. Let's use another one. I had plenty to go around. All right, another ad in 3 minutes. I feel like by 3 minutes, I will probably be close to the boss, so I will head to my break screen before I actually start the fight, and we'll start cutscenes and boss fight after the commercial, or commercial after the ad break. I don't want y'all to miss. It won't be hilarious in the way the looper was, but don't want y'all to miss stuff anyway. So. Let's do that, and they didn't really magic attack from what I remember, so let's try a Lambda Burst. Let's see how it goes. Okay, that's good. Yeah, definitely a time saver then to not bother Delta shielding, just have Aika AoE them all. Because it works well for these guys and not the big ones to put you to sleep, so. I do have the white map equipped on Vice right now, do I? Yeah, let's remember right. It's just, I'm getting into more fights than I remember the white map letting you not deal with, but it's just RG not following. Well, I am getting into less fights. I am going long stretches, so it's working. It's just, it doesn't work perfectly, unfortunately, and that's a thing they programmed into the game. There's nothing I can do about that. For now. Hey, Danny, how's it going? I'm trying not to. I'm trying to avoid XP. I'm not super over leveled, but I have more than enough that I don't have to deal with. I'd prefer not to deal with enemies in this dungeon specifically, but I can't fully get away from them. It's unfortunate. Not without, like, cheating. Straight up. We need to take this guy out ASAP, so I am going to Delta Shield still, but I'm going to have everybody focus on him. And hopefully I can take this guy out before everybody gets put to sleep. That will probably require another Cutlass Fury turn, though. Very close, at least. I forgot that Enrique has a weapon equipped that instant poisons, or that's confused actually. That's not poison. Still, that's great. Everybody else can focus on this guy. All right, so ad is about to start, FYI. I'm gonna keep going until I get to the boss, and then I will cut the break before that. But those of you who are not subbed or are not don't have Trish Turbo, we'll see you in about 3-ish minutes. All right, good stuff. Now I don't have to worry about falling asleep. And then one last, yeah. All right, we need to keep going around this corner. I should see a giant yellow crystal here. Yes. And that's actually gonna be a moonberry. I think that puts me at 3 moonberries. So not enough to give another person a super. a new super move. Actually, let me check, and I need to feed somebody that seed anyway. That was a Dexus seed I got. I don't even remember what type of seed that was. Let's see. Items. Agile. That should go to either Aika or Fina. What are their... I should look at their agile stats specifically. Aika's 22. Fina's... Oh, God. Fina's super low on agile. Okay, let's give that to her. All right, and for the moonberries... They all have all theirs. He's missing his. We have 4. We have enough. Do I want to use that, though? Because Enrique's actually... Spoiler alert, Enrique's going to leave the party pretty soon. Once we finish up here. Yeah, I don't think I want to... I'll make sure he has it before the end game, because I'll probably take him into the final dungeon, but I don't want... If we're not going to be able to use him right away because we have to use one of the other 2 people, then I would want some moonberries saved up for them. So let's not use that. I am gonna save my state after that though, and let me switch back to my guide page. Okay, we're good. All right, I said I was gonna switch to my break screen, but I don't think we'll get to the boss by the time the ads end, so I'll just keep flying for now. It's definitely gonna take a full minute at least to just fly to the boss. Although it is a relatively straight shot from here, I think. For those of you who can see this, thank you for, I guess, supporting Twitch. You may be subbed to me, or you probably more likely have Twitch Turbo, but either way, I do get a little bit of cash back from the ads, so I appreciate it. Also, I said this earlier, I don't know if you missed it, because I don't know if the ads immediately cut off when you sub before, but thank you for the sub. That was greatly appreciated too. All right, we're right around the corner. I hope there should be another save point coming up. Yes, there is. But we gotta fight first. All right, what we got? Okay, nobody that will put us to sleep. Let's build up to Arena Swords actually. So I'm gonna just regular attack. Let's have him do this one. Let's have her Delta Shield just in case. And we'll attack those. Welcome back, everybody. Still working our way to the boss. Oh, very nice. That guy should be guaranteed taken out this turn. But also I'm gonna have less spirit points next turn because of that. Unfortunate. The double shot. Love that. That was like nothing. But if they're gonna be casting Dronos, thank goodness I Delta Shield. Alright, Rain of Swords, let's do another Delta Shield, and we'll just have them regular attack. Okay, maybe it would be better to Cutlass Fury them in the future. These two should take this one out at least, yeah. Alright, we should have enough to still Delta Shield here, yep. And if their attacks don't take it out on this turn, we can just very quickly do it on the next one, so. It might be enough though. Oh, so close. All right, who cares about Delta Shield? Let's just... really quickly, I'm going to... They're not super low, but... So I'm gonna have to assume that I'm not gonna get out of another battle or two probably on the way. Although I feel like... I think we're right around the corner from a save point, and then right beyond that is the boss, so... But if I didn't have the white... Yeah, there's a save point. If I didn't have the white map equipped, I would be getting into so many random battles right now. As it is, I'm going to unequip the white map because the Ancient Bracer will give me better stats on my cannon fire, so... We might actually start getting into a lot of battles on the way. We might still, like, not be able to escape 2 or 3, unfortunately. So it is. All right, and let me save my state, and in we go. Yep, it's Lily trying to get through the door. Oh, these guys too? Dang. All right, let's start with the... Let's not Delta Shield. That won't really help here. So I will... do that, and then we'll... I don't have enough spirit points for an AoE. Actually, from that point of view, maybe regular attack here and Lambda Burst and... Lambda Burst would be better for the small guys. Sorry, I'm just thinking here. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's Lambda Burst. Let's hit those 3. I think that's the play. We're never going to be put to sleep by somebody, but that's a good starter. Okay. Good. That's just direct damage we can get on these guys then. Oh, the double crit. Love that. The triple crit? Dang. That's good stuff. Oh well. Didn't escape the nonsense. Unfortunate. But at least one of them is near death, so we're in a solid position nonetheless. Wow. Alright, we might be waiting for a bit. Oh, but it missed him, so... The Mirena swords to do damage to both of them. One's gonna guarantee die anyway, but at least I can do damage to both at the same time. And then I can just... might be able to just take them out right now. Hey, who cares if the rest of the team is asleep? You didn't do anything. Why are you All right, anyway. All right, and I'm going to save my state again. I don't think we're going to get into battles now that we're here. And the Gigas is all the way up. Wow, this thing is just up here. You can't see it on the map because we can't access the map right now, but we're directly underneath where we were when we were at the Maw TARDIS weeks ago. You can see the ceiling above us was... We were walking around on top of that weeks ago when we got ambushed and couldn't find a way in. Is that? That is Yellowgar, the Yellow Gigas. Sylvite mages managed to put him to sleep. Then they sealed him in here. Yellowgar is extremely powerful, so it's best that we don't wake him. The crystal is in Yellowgar's possession. We have to find a way to remove it without waking him. Oh, too late. That was a nice try, but great, he's awake. If we stay here, we won't be able to dodge the lightning. We have to get away from him. Engines, full reverse. Oh boy. This is bad. He made breaking the seal look easy. This isn't a good sign. Looks like I'm gonna have to fight him to get the crystal. Battle stations, let's take that thing down. All right, this was inevitable. It's a Gigas, what were you expecting? I'm still just like, I'm messed up by, I was talking a couple weeks ago about the novelization I read of this game via fanfic. And how the novelization involved them spending a lot of time before this equipping the Delphinus with like rubber. And I'm just like, I forgot that's not canon. And I'm like, where's the rubber? The ship is just unprotected. Yellowgar. Ancient records say that its thunder tore open the skies themselves, and its roar shook the ground. Whoa, doesn't sound like a very friendly Gigas. Fights, we should be extra careful. Alright, most of this fight is going to involve focusing a lot and getting shots in on the sea round. So I think we will have two people focus and actually hold on. Yeah, no, this is the stat. But on round 3 we need to, or maybe round 2 actually. Yeah, round 2 we need to focus the whole round, nothing but that. And round 3 we'll do this same thing, double focus while landing a couple of attacks, and then round 4 will be Moonstone Cannon, I think. This has basically been like the stream of ship battles. Well, we did a lot of on foot battles on the ship in that dungeon, so. Okay, actually, we'll get an attack off or two during the 3rd round, but from that point on, we'll be Moonstone cannoning and only focusing for much of the entire, at least to like round 6. All right, not bad. I do need to be prepared to deluxe kit at random points though, just in case. All right, good damage. All right, we're just going to go crazy with focus on this turn. Not taking enough damage right now to need a deluxe kit, but I might do that on the next round, just in case. We'll see. Oh, that's new. Okay, still not bad. But I probably do want a deluxe kit on this next round. Keep the HP high. Looks kind of flat. Maybe we should try attacking from above or below. It might be easier to hit that way. If we attack from below, we'll take more hits, but we have those 2 C turns. Let's try attacking it from underneath. Maybe its underside is softer than the rest of it. And then a Moonstone Cannon on the next one. But let's focus. We will get a Ancient Cannon shot in, a Torpedo. Oh, hold on. He should be the one doing this. Focus there. Let's use a deluxe kit here. And the Arc Whale Torpedo here to land there. Okay. We might have to use the deluxe kit on the next round too, because it occurs to me we're going to take more damage on this round, and we're going to use it right before the end, but we're probably going to be close to half health at that point. So, that'll still be fine. Like not in any danger of dying or anything like that, but probably want to use the second deluxe kit sooner rather than later, I think. All right, solid damage. All right, good stuff. Oh, this again. All right. Damn, not a single weak point. More importantly, is it just me or does that thing look a little more active? Is the seal weakening on it or something? Perhaps, but whatever the reason, it appears to be building up for some sort of attack. I wish there was somebody who can knock it off balance like we've done with all the other Gigas, but it's just too big. Anything short of the Moonstone Cannon probably won't even make that thing budge. Well, funny you should say that. Let's see, I'm going to deluxe kit here though, and then we're going to double focus. Alright, health is looking good. And we're about to get 3 Moonstone Cannon shots in a row, so this is going to be good. Oh, max focus, okay. Guess this focus is a waste of a turn, unfortunately. Or this next one. Alright. Yellow Guard's preparing attack, but you're not going to get a chance to do it. Unfortunate for you. Very fortunate for me. I don't want to see how much damage this thing would take if we didn't do this. Alright, we're still going to need actually 2 more Moonstone Cannon shots. Not going to be enough to end the fight, so... But I am going to wait until after the 3rd Moonstone Cannon shot before I start laying on all my regular cannons. Alright, that did it. It's all balanced. Ha! Leave it to the Moonstone Cannon. Alright, everyone, now's our chance. Open fire. Should I actually have a lot of... The Moonstone Cannon is 20 on its own. We need enough for it though, so I need to end this turn with at least 20. So I think it's... yeah, let's get some extra shots in. We'll do this to land there. We'll do this to go there. Oh yeah, we're gonna have way more than 20. Okay. Yeah, we're fine. We'll definitely get another shot in. Pretty accurate, honestly. All right, this is basically free hits. I still don't know if all this stuff plus the Moonstone Cannon on round 6 will be enough. Might take a little bit more slugging after that to get the win. But we shall see. Regardless, on the next round, I'm gonna Moonstone Cannon at the beginning and then just focus for the entire round. Maybe in a Lux Kit if we take any damage here, which I don't know that we will. The next Moonstone Cannon shot might get us very close though, but I'm not sure. I might do it. We'll see. I feel like the amount of damage it takes off is enough to cover what's left, but fights, what now? Orders, please. Stay back and see what he does. That will give us the third shot. And that leaves us with enough that we could do more, but no, we're going to double focus and use the Lux Kit. If he's going to power up the big attack on the next one, then that's a guaranteed Moonstone Cannon shot on round 7 if it gets to that. So I think we're good regardless. If this alone doesn't do it. All right, fingers crossed. Okay, we'll need the next turn. Very close though. Actually, I'm considering chip damaging it at the beginning of the next round for for hilarity. Because we're about to have double focusing this round. Means we'll start the next round with way more than just a 20. So I feel like I can get a couple cannon shots off beforehand, and that might be enough to do it. Oh wait, it's not a double focus because we're healing here. Okay. We can still get off to like one cannon shot. All right, we'll do this for the guaranteed win regardless, but I'm also going to do that. And since my health is fine, I'm also going to do... oh, wait. Let's do this and the arc wheel torpedo there to land there and just start with the ancient cannon. That did it. The chip damage. Love to see that. All right, good stuff. Thundercullis, okay. That's probably a weapon for Vice. You did it. That wasn't easy. Dang, that's a big crater. The Delphinus landed very awkwardly there, but it's amazing that we were able to get it before the Armada. Well, since we got the yellow crystal, we should head back to Crescent Isle. This is the 5th moon crystal that we've collected. And now, my quest is finished. Nina. Well, it's not quite finished, but... We are getting the plot, essentially. Alright, are we still at... Southeast? Oh, that is it. Oh, you can cut back into it from this way if you want to. You cannot walk on the top anymore, though, which is fine because the only thing you could do out there originally was buy 3 choms to reset Cupil's attack tree, and you can now... That ladder, oh my god. You can just buy choms from Silos Island, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. With that done, let's take a look at what we got. Let's heal everybody. Ship included. Second crystal. Vice was the only person that was low. That's fine. See, use the deluxe kit. Heal the ship up. Let's see. Yes, the Thunder Cutlass was from that. Direct upgrade. Great. Switch it out. There was also... Did I get anything else from that fight? Two Captain Strike. Straight use those. I also got a number of things from those other fights that could be equipped on the ship. I should take a look and see if any of those are useful. Nothing in here. Let's go to the Delphinus equipment. None of them were like cannons, though. They were all essentially stuff like this. It was these 3. Well, the wooden doll doesn't do anything. Why would you equip that? +2 in the magic. That wouldn't really help much. The goddess figure is +2 over 160. Why would you ever equip that? That was shift speed. I don't think any of those are going to be useful. Maybe they are depending on like what kind of fight you're doing, but not for my current build. Okay. All right. Next up is to go back home. So we'll just fly slightly east-ish, maybe a little south. And okay, we're almost there. However, yeah, there it is. I'm gonna save. Both the regular save point and a save state. I'm actually gonna stop stream here because I know what's about to happen, and it's actually gonna be like 30 minutes worth of fights and cutscenes that I'm getting into when I stop at Crescent Isle. And I really can't stream for another 30 minutes. I've got stuff I gotta do. So I'm gonna end stream early, and when I start back up next Saturday, y'all can look forward to incredibly dramatic cutscenes and an unbeatable fight that you can actually stay alive through if you know what you're doing, but you still can't win. You have to die, and then dramatic plot afterwards. So please look forward to that. In the meantime, let's go ahead and end things. I'm gonna look for somebody to take us off to. While I'm looking, there's my schedule for next week. I will be playing, hopefully finally actually getting into Final Fantasy 16 on Monday. I started that a couple of weeks ago on my own. I was gonna start streaming it like 2 weeks ago, and then I had to like not do that for the last 2 Mondays in a row for various reasons. So hopefully this coming Monday you will see me actually start that. It'll be the usual for Thursday, Metro Prime 3, the usual for Sunday or Saturday. I'll be doing this again. And then on Sunday, WMGSO has a Jackbox stream. There's a brand new Jackbox party pack coming out. And one of the other members of the orchestra is handling that stream, but I can't resist Jackbox, so I'm going to be on with her and a couple other people, and we'll just be hanging out and having fun. So please look forward to that. In the meantime, let me see who is live. There's a lot of people live. There's also a lot of people at TwitchCon, so schedules have varied, have changed. So I'm not sure if my usuals are live at the moment, but let me go through the list. Oh, Jeremy's still alive. I haven't got a chance to raid him in a while. That Texas Cryptid is ending, so we're not going to go over there. Literally just as soon as I loaded the screen, they raided somewhere else. Yeah, let's raid Jeremy Streamy. I'm not sure what he's playing, but I know his stream is going to be really ridiculous and nonsensical, so it should be a good time. I'm going to throw the raid comments in there. Feel free to copy, paste one of those if you would like. We're going to go over to Jimmy Streamy. Is a variety streamer from Germany, actually, I think. He hangs out in Lemon's chat a lot, A Recipe Reborn. He also hangs out with Nalani Proctor. So I see him around in several streams I'm in, and he's always a fun time, and his own channel is always absolutely ridiculous. It should be good. So yeah, we'll head over there. Thank you all for popping in. Appreciate you all the lurkers as usual. Really appreciate having you here watching. Those of you who were here chatting too, had a really fun time, as always. Hopefully I will see you next week on some of those streams, but if not, I hope you have a wonderful rest of the weekend. Take care, y'all. Later.